We see again and again that criminals like armed robbers don't use good firearms safety. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Brazil. It shows us here an armed robbery that goes really wrong for the armed robbers. It teaches us some important lessons here about transitional spaces, about getting out of the danger zone as a potential victim, and about why, as good people, we make sure that we practice good firearm safety, because bad guys like this sure don't. This video begins with the armed robbery already in progress. The guy in the black sweater here is one of our armed robbers hurting everyone, and the guy in the blue shirt is his accomplice. They're both armed. We see that first victim decide to run off and a couple others as well. And now as the armed robbers start banging on the glass to get whatever's inside there, the second armed robber bangs on the glass and it makes his gun go off and shoots his accomplice. That lets a bunch of people at least run off. He grabs what he can. He's off and this one's over. Now I want to go back and learn some lessons from this one. There are 8 lessons curated on our website, so make sure that you click the link in the description for that. The first one that I want to talk about here is being a parent. We see this woman here reaching over to grab her child, and if you are a parent, you need to put your children in your defensive plan. Particularly if you are an armed parent, your children need to know what to do if you were to draw a firearm to defend yourself and your loved ones in these instances, and that plan needs to be talked about among your family. Next, as this one begins here, everybody kind of is getting herded around, and what we don't see initially is the second armed robber. These multiple attacker armed robberies are pretty common. So if you see one, make sure that you're always aware that there could be multiples, and you might have to defend against multiples. Now, this guy decides to go. He decides he sees an opening that the guy wasn't paying attention to him, and he decides to run. Now, the guy puts his attention back on him, and I don't know that it was the wisest thing for him to go, but he does get out of the danger zone. I think that was very appropriate, and because of that, he took his opportunity to run, got out of there. Running is always an option if you don't have to defend loved ones. Finally here, what we see is this armed, bad guy who bangs on the glass and shoots his buddy. And what I want to say is that you never can assume that an armed robber knows how to practice firearm safety or cares to practice firearm safety. So you got to be able to defend yourself, recognizing that they're going to shoot randomly. So that's why you want to get out of the danger zone and end the threat as fast as you can. So learn some lessons out of this one so that we can protect ourselves and our family as we try to cover our asp.